So let us solve a different problem. So we have solved many problems. In all the problems, mean and standard deviations are given. In one case, from the given probability, we have to get the mean and standard deviation. It is a reverse process. Read this problem. In a normal distribution, 31% of the items are under 45 and 8% are above 65. What is the meaning of this one? We can, to understand, for the purpose of understanding, we can call in a class there are 100 students. The marks scored by the 100 students follows normal distribution. With the mean and standard deviation, it is not given. We have to find out. So out of the total strength, 31% of students, that is 31 students, scored below 45 marks. 31 students out of 100 students, that is 0.31 probability, scored below 45 marks. And 8% of students who scored above 64 marks. In a class of strength 100, just for understanding purpose, I have given a example. 31% of items are under 45 means the marks scored by the students below 45 is 31% of students. 31% of students scored below 45. Then 8% of the class 10 scored above 64. From this information, how to find mean and standard deviation. So mean is mu, standard deviation is sigma. You can denote it as usual. This problem is a reverse process. Previously, in the previous cases, your mean will be given. Your mu will be given, mu equal to 40. Sigma will be given. Sigma will be given. Normally, what they ask, what is the probability for x is less than 45? What is the probability for x is less than 45? This is we need. Now, x is less than 45, probability is 31%. 31% means 0.31. Because the problem involves two parameters, mu and sigma. Only one information may not be sufficient to solve this problem. Probability of x is less than 45 equal to 0.31 is not possible to solve the equation. Two variable problem means the two informations you may need. So for which another information also given. X is greater than 64. It is 8%. From these two informations, what about mu? What about sigma? And sigma be the standard deviation of the normal distribution. Standard deviation of the normal distribution. Given, what is given? Probability of x value less than 45 is equal to 31% or 0.31. Probability of under 45. Under 45 means below. X is less than 45 is 31% is 0.31. Another information given. Probability of x is greater than 64. It is equal to 8%. 8% means 0.08. So these two things are given. It is available. From these two informations, we have to get mu value and sigma value. You must have a thorough knowledge about normal distribution. Then only you can approach this problem in the correct way. We are saying you cannot find any solution. Go to the bell-shaped diagram. So the probabilities are area. X equal to less than 45, X is greater than 64, like that. We will draw the diagram. So the normal diagram is very, very important. Roughly, you can draw the diagram. This is my X equal to mu case. I don't know mu. This is X equal to mu, center line. For standard normal variable, mu is equal to 0. For other problems, we are going to find out. What is your first information is your probability is 0.31. X is less than 45, probability is 0.31. It is below 0.5. So your X equal to 45 line lies in the left half. X equal to 45 lies here. This line is X equal to 45 line. How I have drawn this line along the left side of the bell-shaped curve? Why I have to draw like this? See the probability. X is less than 45 means this small portion. This portion is X is less than 45. That value is 0.31. That value is 0.31. So up to center point, the probability is 0.5. From this point to this point, the probability is 0.5. So up to this, the probability is 0.31. So I can write that number in the diagram itself. So this is 0.31. From left edge to X equal to 45 line. The up to this point is 0.5. So you subtract 0.5 minus 0.31. 0.5 minus 0.31. It is 0.19. So this portion is 0.19. At this point, your X value is 45. I am going to call the corresponding Z value by Z1. I don't know Z1. I am going to call it as Z1. Another information given. Probability greater than 64 is 0.08. 0.08 is very, very small number. This is 0.08. This is 0.08 means this is 0.42. At this point, your X is 64. At this point, your Z is Z2. First, I am going to get Z1, Z2 values, corresponding Z1, Z2 values, from which I can get two equations. Then I can get the mu value and the sigma value. Let us listen here. I have drawn all the information in the bell-shaped curve. You understand the concept. Probability of X is less than 45 means 0.31. Remaining portion is 0.19. Please listen here. After changing the problem into Z, the Z1 lies in the left side, means Z1 is negative. Z1 value will be negative and Z2 value will be positive because it is lies on the right side. Let us convert the problem given information in terms of Z1. Probability of X is less than 45 is equal to 0.31 implies probability of 45 less than X less than mu is equal to 0.19. It implies Z1 less than Z less than 0 is equal to 0.19. So this is X value, this is my Z1. How Z1 is obtained? The same formula. Subtract mu and divide by sigma. So it is equal to Z1 is equal to, you are going to find out the normal table reversely. Time being, I can give the answer, but afterwards I will explain how to get this answer from the textbooks. Q of 1.9, 0.19. Q of 0.19. Shift distribution number 2, 0.19. Sorry, 0.5. 0.5. If you find out 0.5, so if you refer the calculator, actually this should be done in a reverse manner. We just find out Q of 0.5. Its calculator value is 0.19146. This value to be given in the question. Otherwise, a statistical table will be given. So if a Q of 0.5 is asked, we can get it from the calculator. So corresponding to 0.19, how to get Z1? That is different. And the Z1 is lies on the left side, so you are going to put the value as minus 0.5. If it is lies on the right side, you put it plus 0.5. The reason is same. Probability of minus A less than Z less than 0 is same as probability of 0 less than Z less than A. Both are same. So here actually we need Z1 in terms of negative. So your Q will accept only positive value. Q of 0.5 is 0.19, approximately 0.19. So corresponding Z1 value is this one. So your Z1 formula is X minus mu by sigma. In this formula, X value corresponding to Z1 is 45. 45 minus mu divided by sigma. Once again, I repeat. Z1 corresponding X is 45. Now you simplify, you get one equation. Cross multiply. 45 is equal to minus 0.5 sigma. Bring this minus mu to the other side. Mu plus mu minus. Bring this minus mu to the other side. Mu minus 0.5 sigma is equal to 45. Actually, we need to find out mu and sigma. We get one equation, a linear equation, involving two variables. Another condition is given. Using the another condition, we can get another equation. In the same way, we have to proceed. Second condition, probability of X is greater than 64. Probability of X is greater than 64 is equal to 0.08 implies probability of mu less than or equal to X less than or equal to 64 is equal to 0.42. You convert in terms of Z. 0 less than or equal to Z less than or equal to Z2 is equal to 0.42. Corresponding to 0.42, what about your Z? So you apply the calculator reversely. Your Z2 value will be 1.41. How 1.41 we have obtained? Normally it will be given in the question. Otherwise, use your normal table. So Q of 1.41, if you look out, 1.41 value. Q of 1.41 value, if you notice, it is 0.42073. Q of 1.41 value is 0.42073. Here, corresponding to 0.42, we get this answer in a reverse manner. So what is your Z2 value? X minus mu by sigma. X equal to 64. 64 minus mu by sigma. Cross multiply. 64 minus mu is equal to 1.41 sigma. Bring this minus to other side. So mu plus 1.41 sigma is equal to 64. We have two equations. First condition gives one equation, second condition gives another equation. Now solving two equations, solving 1 and 2. In both equations, the first term is mu plus 1.41. Previous equation is mu minus. So we can subtract. Mu plus 1.41 sigma is equal to 64. And the first equation is 1 mu minus 0.5 sigma. Mu minus 0.5 sigma is equal to 45. It's equal to 45. 1. Now you subtract 2 minus 1. Then 1.91 sigma is equal to 19. Subtracting 1.91. Sigma equal to 19 by 1.91. 19 divided by 1.91 value. If you substitute this value in any one of the equation, put sigma equal to 9.9476 in equation number 1. Mu equal to 45 plus 0.5 into 9.9476. In the first equation, you substitute sigma value. So we may get mu value. 45 plus 0.5 into 9.9476. If you have any doubt, please ask. 49.97. 49.9738 or approximately 50. Approximately 50. Now here if we take 10, it will be exactly, it is approximately 10. Then your answer will be 50. You can round off to 9.94 as 10. Then you may get the exact answer 50. So this process is a reverse process. Mean and standard deviation not given. From the information we have obtained mu and sigma.